Yeah, it's good to get a win. I thought really defensively after the first 10 minutes. The first 10 minutes was not very good at all. We didn't have the level of intensity we needed, and we gave up open shots, and they scored a bunch of points. But from the 10-minute mark in the first half, nearly till the end of the game, we were really good defensively. We were locked in and had a lot of good stops. And I think we started a little bit offensively at the end. We built up a pretty considerable lead, but our defense was good enough where we were able to overcome that. And I haven't had too many teams that have been able to do that. We've usually had to score a lot of points. So a lot of pride in this win because we were able to do it almost entirely through our defense.
And your bench too. Your bench played well. These two guys contributed really nicely off that bench for you.
These two guys were fantastic, and we really needed it. Came at an opportune time, with our injuries. But I just got through telling the rest of the team in the locker room, to me it's more than them playing well tonight. It's the workmanlike attitude that they've brought every day the last few weeks when they've played inconsistently. And they've gone stretches where they haven't played. Yet these guys are in the gym shooting on their own, getting extra work with the coaches. That's really hard to do when you're playing. When guys aren't playing, you don't see that very often. So a credit to these guys in the way that they've approached not playing, and I think that helped them get ready today and help us win a basketball game.
Pat, how much did Sean change the game? Did this just have the feel of one of those games where you insert him, you have him ball pressure, and that seemed to change the whole complexion of the game?
I think two ways. I think defensively, he's always done that, and that's huge for us. And then when teams switch like they did today, it's almost impossible for a forward to keep him in front. Right. So it's always a balance between moving the ball, which we like to do,
right.
But when he's got a mismatch, which he does, he's able to get by him, draw the help, and then that's how we can generate easy shots. So I think those are the two ways that he can really impact the game, particularly one in which it's this style.
Right. Sean, how did you stay ready? You've played, obviously, in a bunch of games this year, but how did you stay ready? And today you kind of took a role as a scorer today, which usually isn't you. You're more of a facilitative defender, but what was your mentality in this game today?
I know Obi and Ryan was out, so I knew we was going to need more points, but I wasn't really expecting it. I came in the game sort of like, it was a defensive game, every game for us.
Right.
So I just came in the game with that mindset, and it just came to me, I guess.
And the way you ran the offense with very little turnovers also played a big role for you too. Joey, how about the minutes tonight for you and the production? Second game, a double-digit point effort for you.
Yeah, well, after getting into conference play and not playing for a little bit, definitely puts some ice on your shoulder. But coming off the bench was really good today. I think we had a really great team win. I think we really fought hard on defense. Sean was magnificent driving to the basket, getting guys open. I'm just really happy with our performance tonight.
Joe, you're a New Hampshire kid. Is there extra motivation for you? I mean, did they recruit you? Did they look at you at all? I mean, what kind of motivation goes into a game when you play in your home state like that?
Well, I'm not going to get too into it, but, I knew those guys pretty much my whole high school career, and talking to those guys, kind of bickering, on the court.
Right.
But I think it's just a little friendly competition, It's definitely my home state, but, I got nothing against them, but
right.
I think we had a great game.
Gives you that little extra motivation, though?
Yeah. A little bit of a nudge.
Yeah.
You didn't want to take it to the team that kind of said no.
Right.
But it was a great game. It was a great team.
Pat, you look at the box score today. You didn't turn it over. You held them to a good percentage. I mean, you must be happy with the overall play today, just with everything rolled into it.
Yeah, definitely. And they are a good team who are playing really, really hard. Yeah. They're hard to play against.
He hasn't stopped coaching.
No, not at all. And he won't. And his teams always play for him. And they're strong and they're tough and they make it an ugly game.
Right.
So I was happy we were able to win that type of game because that's not necessarily, how we're defined.
Right.
But as we get better at that part, we're going to be a better team because we're talented offensively and we can score the basketball, but we've got to be better defensively. And tonight we did. It was a good step for us.
What do you hope to get out of this road trip coming up? I mean, what's kind of the mentality? 3 games against good teams.
Yeah, healthy first, and then everybody's going to have to play as well as these two guys did. And in order to win on the road. It's our toughest stretch.
Yeah.
At Stony Brook, at Albany,
UMBC.
Yeah. So it'll be a great test for us. Hopefully we can get those guys back soon, but until then, it's a great opportunity for guys like this as long as they're ready to play.
Coach, being down 2 guys, I know you guys don't have the bodies, but do you worry about overloading, particularly Josh Gans and Lutete with the minutes? They played 40 minutes on Saturday.
Yeah. I don't love that, but that's the situation we're forced into a little bit right now. I think those guys are in great shape, both mentally and physically. So as long as they're able to stay out of foul trouble, I don't mind doing that. But naturally, I prefer not to. I'd like to get those guys a little bit of a rest. We're a better team if we can get a couple more guys on the floor and play those guys just a handful of minutes less.
And based on the way these two guys played, you can become a deeper team when you get them back.
And that's what I keep telling them. You know, if we can stay strong with what we have now and then add 2 proven guys that have already contributed, then we can make that next step. And we can be a better team than we were before the injuries got to us.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.